Welcome back. Thanks for watching another video. So have you ever wondered what your 401k balance is compared to others and how prepared you are for retirement? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk through what a 401k is, just kind of very basics, and then I'm going to break it down by age group on what balances people have in their accounts. And this is based on a Vanguard study that recently came out. So again, thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and then we're going to get to the slides here. Thank you. All right, so 401k balances by age. So before we get into the stats here, let's kind of go over what a 401k is. So it's a type of retirement account. It's funded by employees and or employers. Most companies can kind of participate in this type of retirement plan, except for government agencies. The requirements, contributions are made prior to year end. Okay, so year end meaning December 31st. In order to participate in the plan, you have to be at least 21 years of age and have worked for a year and at least 100 hours being worked during that year. Now, here's the key part of this is the tax savings. So, and we'll go through this, but for 2022, the contribution max that you can contribute to a 401k plan is $20,500. Okay. Now these contributions are all pre-tax. Okay. So just say for rounded purposes, you want to make $20,000 of contributions to your 401k plan in 2022. And your annual salary is $100,000. Instead of paying tax on the $100,000, you are now going to be paying tax on the $80,000 because you put away $20,000 of that into your 401k plan, which is going to grow. And when it comes time for retirement, because there's a penalty for taking money out of your 401k early, but once you hit that retirement age, you take money out, you will get taxed on it. But remember, you're putting it in there pre-tax, it's growing, right? Because it's being invested. So it's a great, tax savings. So those that are W-2 employees always looking for ways on how you can kind of save, 401ks are a nice approach to do this. And also a lot of employers, they'll match your contributions. So, if you're looking to, not put all your cash into your 401k, a lot of employers will match what your contributions are up to a certain dollar amount. So that's the 401k at a very high level overview. So here's some of the stats. So Empower and Vanguard both did this kind of survey, and they first focused on people that really don't care about their finances, meaning that they're not really focused on financial planning. They're just kind of doing kind of status quo, right? They know they need to put money away for retirement, but there's no plan set in place. So here's the average balance in these people's 401k accounts by age group. So under age 25, the average is about $5,400. The median is $1,800. And median, if you kind of look at that, where, if there are, 11 people here, the middle balance, right? So, person number, 6, that balance is about $1,800. The average is there's amounts greater than this and there's amounts less than this, and this is the average. So, and then you kind of look at the different age groups here. Now, the other part of the survey is those that really care about, they're doing things about their financial planning, they're saving, they got a plan in place. They, some of these people might have kids, they're saving for, college and all that. And they're really focused on their finances. And you can see here the huge delta, the difference between those that really care about their finances and they're doing something about it versus those that are just kind of doing the status quo. It's almost pretty much double for most of the age groups here in terms of like the average 401k balance. But it's pretty interesting. Those that are really focused, they're, and it's not like you need to focus on this every single day or not even like once a week, but, these are people that are looking at their, looking at their personal finances once a quarter or 2 times a year, right? They're sitting down as a family. They're kind of going through everything. But they're not necessarily looking at their 401k accounts every single day and kind of worrying, oh no, the market's going to crash or I'm losing my investment money. No, they have a plan in place. When you have a plan in place, you're kind of forward thinking. So this last slide was also kind of put together by another financial planning group, and it was more of kind of just like an FYI where this was done, I think, a year or two ago. So the amount of contributions are a little different. But if you were to kind of maximize the 401k contributions every single year when you start working, right out of school to the age of retirement, no growth, right? So you're just putting money in and it's just, increasing by the money, by the amount you're putting in. So 0% increase, right? By the time you're 60, here's what your ending balance is. But even if you figure like an 8% growth, right, in the market, you could have, a $4 million or $4.4 million ending balance by the age of 60 if you started at this age. Now 8% I think is pretty aggressive. I would probably calculate somewhere between 5 and 6% just to be on the safe side. But still that growth percentage, even 5 to 6%, you're still looking at a healthy ending balance by just putting $20,500 a year, from when you started working to when you retire. So it's not a lot a year that you're putting away, but the earlier that you start, the better off you are when you're ready for retirement. And if you start later, even if you max things out, there are other types of retirement plans that you can kind of put your money, like a Roth IRA. There's other types of plans that you can kind of put your money away. And if you do this consistently, you'll be set for retirement. So, and there are people that, they want to retire early, right? So they have their goals of, reaching the age of 40, they want to retire. This is how much that they need to have. But at the end of the day, they all have a plan in place. And you can see the people that have a plan in place versus people that don't have a plan in place. There's a big delta here. So anyways, thanks again for watching. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks.